Hey, how you doing? I'm Jess, and as you know, I like a good challenge. So with fall in the air and all this talk of pumpkins and Halloween, why don't we paint pumpkins? Pumpkins, shall we? Now, first things first, we must prepare all of the materials. Wait a second, you're not a pumpkin. Well, you're my pumpkin, but you're not a pumpkin. Wait a second. You're not a pumpkin either. What you're telling me is I forgot to buy pumpkins? To the store, let's go. Okay, mission get pumpkins. The store closes in 30 minutes, so we've got to hurry up. Pumpkin number 1 spotted. Let's see what else we got. There were so many to choose from, but I had to stay focused. But I couldn't, so I think I'm just gonna get them all, in all different sizes. Yep, great idea, Jess. If only I can reach this giant one at the top. I may have gotten a little ahead of myself, but this will be good. Hello, how are you? You know that one person that buys the pumpkins last minute? That's me. Let's get to work. Oh, can't forget the baby. Welcome to my pumpkin family. Just to keep the secret between me and you, they're foam and plastic, but shh, don't tell anybody. Now you're probably wondering why on earth I got so many, but I have a vision, and this crazy idea will require many. The more the merrier, they say. So I handpicked and chose all different sizes, all ranging from really giant to small. Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pumpkins to design and paint today. After taking some quick photos of these pumpkins on my iPad, my imagination was soaring. I brought the photo of each pumpkin into Procreate, added a new layer, and began sketching on top. It's one thing to have an idea pop up in your head, but thinking of ways to bring it to life, tweak each line and shape, try out different concepts, fail, try again, requires a ton of determination. But most importantly, you have to believe you can do it. Ooh, this is gonna be so good. Okay, all the characters are complete. All the designs are done. And I can't wait to reveal each character to you guys as we start painting. So let's prep these pumpkins. Show must go on. One great surface prep is matte medium, and that's exactly what I'll be using today.
My new superhero cape. Very happy. Okay, ready to rock.
Proper surface prep is the most important part of your painting because this will ensure that it's going to last long and also provide the perfect base before painting, a step you don't want to skip. As I was coating these pumpkins, I was beginning to worry on the surface itself. It's pretty bumpy, and I've painted on irregular surfaces before, like the little robots, some skateboards, but never on pumpkins. I really hope my sketches and designs aren't too complicated to paint on top of them. This will definitely be a challenge. Okay, last one. Whew. All right, it's time to let these pumpkins dry. While they're drying, I just want to let you know that this video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is an all-in-one platform help to build and design your website. I fully manage my website and my shop through Squarespace, and I've been using them for a few years now, and I absolutely love it. Not only is the platform super user-friendly, but you can create your website if you're just starting out with just a few clicks. And with the award-winning templates, there's a design and layout for anyone. One of my favorite things that Squarespace has to offer is their 24/7 customer support and their live chat feature. Whether you're a beginner or you're a little bit more advanced, I highly recommend Squarespace for a beautiful online presence. So start your free trial by going to squarespace.com, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/justcarp for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Now, let's get the sketches on the pumpkins and get to painting. I think I'm gonna start with this big boy. As you can see, size of face comparison, he's pretty big. This is gonna be Papa Pumpkin, and he's about to come alive right in front of your eyes. Here's my funny sketch that we're working with. I'm laying out my sketch with a white charcoal pencil, and immediately I saw a challenge with the surface standing still. I know that they're going to be characters, but it seemed like they already had a life of their own. So who is this Papa Pumpkin I speak of? Since I had 8 pumpkins, I needed to work efficiently. As always, I got pretty ambitious, but I was also overly excited. I don't know, can you tell? Since this was a 3D canvas, I constantly had to step back and take a look at it from afar, look back at my sketch, readjust, and repeat. I also decided to lay in the sketches of all the pumpkins before I began painting, just for a smoother workflow. I also wanted to get it all done in one day. Sometimes the process has its ups and downs, but every time you feel a little bit defeated, you pick your head back up and you keep it going. And some way, somehow, things begin to fall into place, just as long as you never give up. As soon as my paintbrush hit the surface, it was so satisfying, and I even couldn't help but laugh because of how funny it was starting to look. If you've been watching my channel, I really enjoy personifying things, and sometimes I see everything as characters. So with this first family member and the head of the family, Papa Pumpkin, I have to make sure that he's going to look great. And what a better way to look than to have the fanciest mustache of them all. With each careful stroke, one hair at a time, one highlight at a time, I began gaining momentum to finish up this very first pumpkin. I was super pleased with how he was looking, and after long hours of painting a giant big pumpkin, I present to you our first family member, Papa Pumpkin. Soon enough, it was time to catch some sleep and continue in the morning. And oh yes, we're just getting started. Now, if we have a Papa Pumpkin, we have to have a Mama Pumpkin too, right? I got up first thing the next day and got right back to work. I already knew what to expect with the surface, so the learning curve of the challenge was over, and all that was left to do was just get in the zone and keep going. 1 pumpkin down and 7 more to go. While I was doing the sketches, I planned for Papa Pumpkin to be looking over to the right and Mama Pumpkin to be looking over to the left at him. I was really aiming for some funny expressions here, and I wanted all of them to have a personality of their own. So as you're watching, I hope you enjoy each character and their personalities come to life. I think it's coming together beautifully. I just want to give her some funky glasses and put some pearls or jewels at the tip of the glasses. And we're going to be on our way to the next ones. So funny. I really love exaggerating features. And for Papa Pumpkin, I gave him this big giant mustache. And for her, I wanted her to have these big red oversized cat eye glasses. And I can't think of a pair that fits more perfectly together. Mama Pumpkin, Papa Pumpkin. The two biggest pumpkins are complete. It should be smooth sailing from here. And are you ready to meet the next member of the family? These girls are the twin sisters of the family. They're a little smaller and out of control, so I'm placing them on a towel so that they don't roll away. They are identical twins and both redheads, and they can also read each other's minds. All they have to do is to look at each other's bright green eyes. After painting their rosy cheeks, what I did next was add some freckles. Oh my gosh! Look how cute they are! I can't handle this. Okay, what's left is just to paint their sweaters, and then we're gonna be on to the next family member. To paint in the bottom sweater, I used a little foam brush, and I wasn't focusing on perfection here. I actually wanted it to look a bit messy and sort of painterly. And of course they were being silly by drawing upside down, so while the twins are drawing, I'd like you to meet their little brother. Meet the real troublemaker of the family. Why is he a troublemaker, you ask? Well, let's just say he thinks he's a ninja. Working in acrylic for this project was really useful because the paint was drying relatively quickly, and that allowed me to work in layers quicker on top. And after some final touches on Ninja Boy, he was finally complete. Now he's actually the only brother of the family. The twins and Ninja Boy also have a sister. She's what they call the artsy girl. She's super creative and loves makeup. And for Halloween this year, she was inspired to do her makeup as the Sugar Skull. Oh, and did I mention her favorite color is red? When painting on the pumpkins, I had to figure out a way to keep my hand super stable to make all the lines happen. It was a huge challenge to keep my hand steady, but also really great practice. What really helped was to place my pinky onto the surface, kind of like they do at the nail salon, and that would help create some stability for my hand. After putting in some beautiful gold details, I had another idea I wanted to try. I saw this deep purple flower while I was at the store, and I took little petals apart to position it on top. And then I thought, oh, what if I position little accents on the corners of the eyes? Ta-da! 2 more pumpkins remaining, and the next family member and the youngest of them all is their newborn baby. Look at how little she is. Now this is not just a little baby. She was born a unicorn baby. So I painted the stem gold to symbolize the unicorn horn, baby pink pacifier of course, and a simplified little facial expression. And last but not least, this giant pumpkin family also has a pet. But he's not your typical pet. He's a hybrid of half bat, half cat. One thing I learned from doing all these pumpkins is that every shape and line matters. The way you angle any shape will determine the expression, and one tilt of an angle can change the whole expression. Once the painting was complete, I found a scrap piece of foam core, drew out the ears, and cut out the shapes with an X-Acto knife. It seemed to fit perfect, and of course you can't forget the bat wings. I painted them black as well, and I kept it messy for some texture. Now it's time for the moment of truth. Let's attach them. This part always makes me a little nervous because once it's on, it's on. But oh boy was I loving it. And just like that, it's a wrap. There's one more thing left before I show you guys the final reveal. I got some more accessories for the final finishing touches. The funny thing is that I grabbed these fall leaves last minute at the store, and I'm so glad that the colors worked perfectly for these. And these headpieces matched perfect as well. Now the moment is upon us. Please enjoy the final reveal. Alright everyone, that's a wrap for the pumpkin family. I really hope you guys enjoyed. This was so much fun. Definitely an amazing challenge, and I'm just over the moon on the results. Which one do you guys like the most? I can't pick, I love them all. If there's something that I want you to take away from this video, it's if you have an idea and you stick with it, you can make it happen. As long as you pull through, as long as you go all the way and you don't give up, I promise you can do it. All it takes is to just start with one crazy idea and then magic happens. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you so much for your endless support. Shout out to my patrons. You guys are amazing. We've built a lovely community over there. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps support the channel. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. There's gonna be a lot of fun videos coming up, so stay tuned. That's all for today, folks. I'm Jess. I'm wishing you an amazing Halloween. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.